Okay, let's get right into it.
Hey, how
what's up? I see Reed down here. I don't know if I should add him or not. Looks like he's on the car or inside the car. I mean, but week 13. We're in the middle of it. I'm just gonna add him. Just gonna add him. What's up? What's up,
What's up,
Reed?
guys?
Hey,
What's going on, man? I thought you said you couldn't make it.
Hey, I'm at work right now, man.
Hey, this is commitment right here.
I like
Yes, sir.
it. I love it.
If that's not commitment, I don't know what is. Well, Reed, now you're stuck with us. You have to stay here for the entirety of the video. So,
Okay.
tell us where you at, Reed. What are you doing? Where are you at?
Currently at somebody's house catering.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're at Gillette Stadium right now.
Yes,
getting
sir.
ready for the game. We got boots on the ground, you folks. Boots on the ground, ready to go with our insider Reed McCall over there.
Yes, sir. Got an
He's ready to
exclusive
go in.
interview with Bill Belichick later.
Nice. Okay, so we'll get Reed back when he's ready for that interview after they take a L or get a dub, which we will talk about tonight because this could be a very interesting game. I don't know if you guys have seen, but the weather conditions, it's nuts right now. It's snowing, it's windy as heck. Gosh, it's just absolutely nuts. It's gonna be a fun game to watch, I'll tell you that, especially a divisional game. Both fighting for that first number one spot. I cannot wait. Woo!
It's gonna be a good one, man.
It is going to be good.
Definitely.
Reed, how did it feel having a bye week?
Hey, man, it feels good. We're gonna come out of it strong. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Sweet. Hey, man, and to be honest with you, I think you got better connection over there than what you normally do.
Dang.
All right.
I got through a shade. I'm a little sore. I'm mad because of my Niners
why?
lost, of course.
Oh,
Niners
shoot,
lost a
man.
tough one. I know, it's okay. It's all right. Because I mean, if the playoffs were happening right now, I believe the Niners would be playing the Packers if it ended today, the playoffs. And I like the matchup on that one. I'm not saying it's a dub. I'm not saying it's a win. Okay. But I prefer that matchup than others.
Okay.
I honestly do.
All right.
But yeah. I mean, I'm excited. The playoff talk, it's all around.
I would prefer you guys.
Okay.
Oh.
Because you guys know you barely won by a field goal last time we played, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was at our lowest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just double checking there. But yeah, no, super excited, man. Playoff pictures are changing every week. We're getting closer and closer. I mean, people are even getting frustrated, hopeful, or just they're ready for next season. And if you're a fan like myself or the Minnesota Vikings or the Washington football team, you're kind of you're in that in between, because you either I don't even want my team to make the playoffs because we're gonna get creamed, or you're like, we might be able to make a run for the playoffs, or you're like, let's go to the next season. I want to see what we got with a healthy team, and it's all stuck in between. Like the Washington football team, they're injured, they're banged up, so even if they do make the playoffs, how far can they get? I feel like that's one of the teams that if you make the playoffs, that's a win for the opposing team.
That's right.
As a Niners fan, I want to make the playoffs, of course, because I'm a faithful. I'm a fan. You don't just give up on a season. You go out there. You want to win. You want to make the playoffs. You want to make a Super Bowl run. Do I think we can make a Super Bowl run? I think it's slim, but you think about the Buccaneers last year. I mean, who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? Think about that. We just got to fix a few things. We got to stop outplaying ourselves. But at the same time, as a 49ers fan, you want to develop a young rookie QB because that the QB you have right there is not a long-term deal. So you're kind of stuck in that in between, or if you're a Stranger Things fan, the upside down. You're stuck in
Oh,
that
spoilers,
situation.
spoilers.
Oh, my bad. I'm actually in the cast of it. I'm one of the Demogorgons. I'm the short one. The short. I'm not that tall.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. That's very disappointing. Honestly, I'm very disappointed, Reed. You got to keep
Okay.
up. You got to keep up with these things. Stranger Things, Squid Games, all these great shows that are out there. WandaVision. I said WandaVision. I meant Loki. Loki is really good. But yeah, we're here to talk football. Okay, now we're getting distracted. We're getting distracted. But yeah, there's a lot of that in between there. Like the Seattle Seahawks for one. I believe they clocked them in as a, was it 10, 20% chance of making the playoffs?
Well, that was before we played Washington. We had a 18% chance to make the playoffs. I think it dropped down to like 1% because the only way we make playoffs is if we kind of pretty much win out, and we have
Mhm.
to have either the 49ers or the Vikings or whoever else is in that NFC wildcard spot to lose. So it's not in our hands; it's in other people's hands right now. So of
That's
course we have to
true.
win, but again, it's not ultimately about winning; it's about other teams losing as well.
Right. Seahawks
That's
have to
right.
win out. They need the Saints to do bad. They need the Niners to do bad. Vikings and so as Washington in order for them to have a playoff opportunity. And that's just asking a lot. So you look at the Seattle Seahawks, right? They just come off of a win. It was a tight game, as expected. And it wasn't a great game. It wasn't great from the Niners, and it wasn't great for Seattle. I mean, do I think the Niners deserve to win? Hell no. They didn't play great at all. Those stupid mistakes. Did the refs take over the game? I will say there's a lot of bad calls and a lot of missed calls. But as a Seattle Seahawks fan, what do you do for your future? Now, next year, teams are getting the highest salary cap that they have ever gotten before. So, what do you do? How do you plan out? And I think I know the obvious answer to that. So, go ahead.
Well, yeah, the obvious answer is we have to address the line because that's where we're weakest. The 49ers took advantage of that, and we had a lot of forced fumbles and all that stuff. But what I like that we did right now, and what I think helped us win that game in the end, is we adjusted on our line. We had two injuries at our guard positions, and we put in two rookies. And when we did that, we changed the pace of the game. We started going hurry up, quick passes, run games, right at those new rookies that are in there, getting them ready for what there is to come for the next half of the end of the season. So I think we did that really good, and I hope that gives us like a little bit momentum because the ultimate thing is keeping Russ in Seattle. And I know there's a lot of talk again. Is Russ going to leave? Every one of you has probably sent me something about Russ leaving or told me about that. But I don't think that's going to happen with the new revamped offense. We get those rookies in there, get them some work. They held up pretty well against the 49ers in that last quarter. But still, we still need to address that line, and we need to address the line on the other side of the ball, too, at the defensive position. We had some guys step up like Dunlap and Mayowa, but we still need help on the inside. So that's
Hey,
where
talk about that fake punt.
Oh, that fake punt, man. Ooh, Travis Homer. Ooh, he's a man. That's a man
It was
right there.
beautiful.
That's
That guy, I
something.
love him.
That's something that's very important. I mean, of course, it's important for any team, but the Niners have struggled with that ever since Kyle Shanahan has joined the offensive head coach. The 49ers special teams has always been, top 10 or top 5 of the worst special teams in the league. And this year is just
Same here.
horrendous. It's bad. What was that?
Same here.
Same here.
Same thing. And that it could be a complete game changer for the game. I mean, special teams matters. Offense, defense, special teams. That's what it is. Just like this game. I mean, it was a 3-and-out first run, and then boom, 76, right? 76 yard, 74-yard run from a fake punt. That's just horrible. 49ers should have taken that game. Yes, they should have. In the last play, not the second to last play, that should have been pass interference. But you know what? We should have been in that position anyways.
On a
Because
tipped ball?
no, a second to last play.
Oh, second last play.
Second last
Okay.
play, that should have been pass interference. But then again, the Niners got lucky so many times during the game when Everett, gave the ball to us 2 times in a row
yeah.
in the red zone when they should have
The 1
scored.
yard line at the
Yeah.
5 yard line.
So, I mean, yeah, by paper, the Niners look like a better team, right? They should have won that game, but it's never going to work out that way. The 49ers are kind of like the Cincinnati Bengals this year. They hook you into thinking that, oh man, they're a stacked house team, they're super good. Then all of a sudden they just crush you because I mean, either they just get outperformed or they just make dumb mistakes that cost the game. And this whole game was just it was reckless, horrible, horrible. But yeah, I know we don't want to talk the whole time about the Niners and Seahawks, but interesting game. Very disappointing. It hurts. I'm interested to see what they do in the future for both sides. Actually,
Yeah,
sure.
man. I'm just excited to get a W before I go see them this Sunday. So that's all I'm excited for. They get Russ back in the offense and all that stuff, and we'll see what we can do the rest of the season.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, you're gonna go see them against the Houston Texans, who just got blown out by the Indianapolis Colts.
Heck yeah.
Oh, poor Texans. Poor
Mhm.
Texans.
Yeah, it was a really bad show for them, man. I think they sat Tyrod Taylor for Mills, which who we love. We love Mills. I
Oh
want to
yeah.
see Mills play.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, maybe that is the move for the Houston Texans. Help develop Mills. Don't kill him. Don't do what the Chicago Bears are doing. Don't kill your rookie QB, but develop them and maybe make them into something. Start building a team around them because now they're going to get a lot of draft picks this upcoming draft, and that's because the Lions got their first win. So
There we go.
let's go
That's
Lions,
right.
man.
Heck
Lion
yeah.
pride. Yeah, they got their first win against the Minnesota Vikings of all teams, a team that's supposed to be, in that in between, that good, bad. I mean, they could go out there, they could beat the Packers in a very close game. Then all of a sudden, they lose to a team like the Detroit Lions. Now, granted, no bash on the Detroit Lions. They always play with heart every single game they got.
That's right.
Jared Goff, he played okay. Did he play great? No. Did he play bad? Pretty much. But did he clutch it? Bottom line, yes. Yes, he did. He clutched it. Last seconds, it was like a movie. It was just awesome. Detroit was going crazy. Heck yeah, it was going crazy. It was going nuts over there in Detroit. So congratulations to all you Detroit fans that got your first win. I mean, we think about it, right? Us as a fan base, we could get so spoiled from having a very successful organization and having high expectations for them. And then you have fan bases like Detroit, who has Jared Goff as their quarterback, or fan bases of Houston that's just never had anything going on for them until JJ Watt, then he left, and D Hop, then he left. We got to be very grateful. We got to be grateful that there's football. Last year there was a chance where football wasn't going to be a thing, and that scared me. So we got to be grateful for that.
That's right.
So thank you. And speaking of football and being grateful, go blue, man. Michigan just won their Big Ten championship. I had to mention it. I'm a big Michigan fan. You can see back there the signed helmet. But yeah, go blue. Let's go. Harbaugh era. Harbaugh. Let's talk about Harbaugh here with the Baltimore Ravens taking that L from the Pittsburgh Steelers, another divisional game. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to give you guys what happened and the mindset of the team and the head coach, John Harbaugh. Okay, close game. Baltimore Ravens defense playing horrible. Lamar Jackson, he's not looking like Lamar. Okay, he's looking like a game management quarterback. At the very end, they go out there and they have a chance to tie it up. All they have to do is kick the extra point, but instead they go for the win. They go for the 2-point conversion. Does it happen? Ask John, why? Right now we're banged up in our corner position. We cannot stop the Steelers. That's why we went for it all. It didn't happen, but that's my mindset. A lot of people in Baltimore want Harbaugh out of there. They say he's not creative. He doesn't know how to play calls. So what do y'all think? What's y'all's thoughts there?
Ooh, well, Benny, that's your division. You wanna take it?
Our division is very weird right now. I would say that the Steelers did play very good D to the point to where they held Lamar Jackson and his offense down pretty well. Honestly, like I'm literally just gonna chalk it up to the fact that Steelers played really good ball. They played very good ball, and there are times where like when the Ravens faced the Bengals defense held them down really really well. And you'd expect the same thing to go on from then forward on, but obviously with the Browns, that wasn't a thing. Browns couldn't hold them down. Yeah, I honestly don't think there's no mistakes. I don't think anything went wrong. I think it was just a good game of football, and the Steelers just played their hearts out.
Nice. I think Reed, you want to say something?
Yeah, going to the 2 point conversion. I agree with this call. If you have zero faith in your defense at that point, where he didn't have any faith, I think he made the right call. The play call I think was good. It was just poorly executed by Lamar, and he just missed that throw. If he makes that throw, they get that 2 point conversion, they win the game, and then everyone calls him a genius. Lamar
Right.
didn't execute, so now everyone calls him stupid. It's how the game works.
Yes, that's the Mahomes factor you see there, because I feel like Mahomes did that whole finessing deal. Now, if you don't have any style points to it, you're an idiot. You're not a real QB. You're not the next generation. Where yeah, he had I believe it was TJ Watt right his face, but he dodged him. I mean, even after the throw, he was away from him. He could have just taken
Mm-hmm.
an extra step, like in basketball. My dad would say, take an extra dribble, lay it up, boom, right there, right, wide open. You got it. I do agree with the play calling though. To go for two, you got to take the win. Your team has been performing all that well. If the Niners would have made that touchdown, I would have wanted them to go for the 2 point conversion because we weren't playing well whatsoever, and Russell Wilson was getting hot, and that's extremely scary. But going to the Pittsburgh side, we talked about it the week prior. We talked about Mike Tomlin saying that he's going to adjust or make adjustments so that his team could be successful. Now his defense played very well. Even Witherspoon, I didn't know he was on the Steelers. Witherspoon played very well with the Steelers defense, but Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Tomlin, I guess you are listening. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for participating in Not So Pro, but you listened, Tomlin. Sorry, you adjusted your whole offensive play calling. You're talking about quick, don't stay in the pocket, little dink passes, run the ball. You cannot play like how you used to play with Big Ben. And it really changed. And you finessed a lot. You did, one punk fake, and you already had your out route going there. And he was just wide open. It was just beautiful play calling. I felt like it was super simple, nothing complex. Go back to the basics, and that's what won you the game. So
Yeah, man. I think that's what really helps teams that are in like this sort of slump coming into this week 13 of the NFL season. The Seahawks did the same thing, but I'm not going to talk about them. I want to talk about the Steelers. They did play that dunk down game where they run it with Harris or N'Keal Harry, or what's his name? Sorry, forgot his name.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris. Sorry. So they ran it with him. They dunked the ball down. They got Roethlisberger comfortable. So as soon as they got him comfortable, they can now open their playbook because everybody's in that rhythm. So that's what they did, and I think that's very smart by him to reevaluate because they're trying to run the old offense that they had when everybody was healthy and they had these guys going out there making spectacular catches. But you can't do that every week. You got to go back to the basics, and I think that's what a lot of NFL teams lack in coaching. They don't know when to sit back down and get down to the basics. Let's get some momentum, and then let's start firing it. A lot of teams want to come out now because they see like Mahomes and the Ravens going out there doing spectacular things all the time. But sometimes the basics really does win you games, and it does help the defense out because you stay on the field, getting first downs after first downs after first downs.
Oh yeah. It definitely helps. Huge game changer as well. You keep your defense off the field. The more they're on the field, the worse they're going to play in the fourth quarter because those guys go all out. Every single one of those guys, 110% every single down. Opposed to offense, sometimes it's a run play and you see these receivers just, "Oh, okay, ball snap. It's a run, whatever." So you got to give it to your defense. But yeah, you're exactly right. I'm glad they changed up their play calling. It worked out for them. They got a slight or very close win. So good for them. I don't think it helps them out. Well, actually, they still are given a chance because that division's still very tight. Cincinnati's trying to come back and get that top spot away from the Ravens. They do have the 49ers next week. Now, Joe Burrow did dislocate his pinky from his what was it, his throwing hand?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
his throwing hand. He says it doesn't bother him whatsoever. He's good. Smokes a cigar. throws it out because he could afford them, and he's like, I'm playing no matter what.
That guy was like this, bro. He was like, "Oh yeah, let's go, guys." Fat old finger. I don't know how he was slinging the ball like he was in those last quarters, but his finger was fat. Like it looked like there was so much swelling there. He didn't even look like he could bend it. But yeah, props to him, man. He's a warrior.
Yeah, no, that's a QB right there. That's a guy who wants it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could definitely tell, guys who are going through the motion, who are trying to get paid, and guys who just love the sport and who want to be there. Just like Reed, look at him. He's out there grinding it out, making that dough, and he's here.
Yes,
Freaking
sir.
here. Look at that. I appreciate you, Reed. Thank you. Now, some people are saying, "Oh, go ahead. You're gonna say something."
I'm out here freezing in the cold for you guys.
Oh
Heck
man.
yeah, man. There's a blizzard out there.
Yes, sir.
Now, some people might say that the Los Angeles Rams are back after beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. Are they back by beating the Jacksonville Jaguars with that amazing quote unquote touchdown throw to OBJ?
They look better. You can't say they're back after playing the Jaguars. I didn't say the Packers were back after losing to the Saints and then winning against the Lions. But I said we look better. And that's what they look right now. They look better.
Yeah, man, it just gives them momentum going into the next few games that they have until the season ends. They're in prime position for one of those wild card spots just because the Cardinals are going off. But, I mean, the Rams will be the Rams. I think Woods was a big loss to them, and now they need other guys to step up. So that's what this game was for those other guys to step up at wide receiver.
Nice. All right. There's one thing that Vince and I were very, very upset about. As most of y'all know, the Niners Seahawks game was supposed to be the primetime game for Sunday Night Football. They switched it out for trash.
What was the trash? What was the trash?
Trashy Mahomes and the Denver Broncos. Oh, let's switch it up for the Chiefs and the Broncos. They're amazing team. Nah, that game sucked, man. It sucked. I got my boys over here falling asleep. I was like, man, I'm gonna grind some Halo, man. I don't want to watch this trash. Get out of here.
Yeah, bro. Yesterday, I have some finals coming up. I got 5 in the next 3 days. And yesterday I was like, you know what? I'll watch Sunday Night Football. Maybe they moved it for a reason. And I got to halftime and I was like, what the heck is this? So I turned the game off and I actually studied. So it would have been a different story if the Seahawks and the Niners played at night.
Oh yeah. I mean, they always go off. Even this game was crazy wild. It really was. It was just a wild turn of events. There's a record being broken there or tied up. I mean, it was just it was entertaining to watch that game. And I feel like they would have gotten more views than the Chiefs and the Broncos. I mean, yeah, it looks like a blowout 22-9, but they both played horrible, man. Really nothing to really take away from that game. Mahomes is not back. He played well, but he's not the elite all-star that is still set out to be. Teddy Bridgewater, yikes. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to keep talking about this game.
Yeah, bro.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Okay, so what game comes after Sunday Night Football?
Monday Night
Monday?
Football.
Monday.
Oh,
Monday Night Football is where Reed's at right now. He's out there freezing because there's a huge blizzard over there. So yes, the conditions are horrible. You got a lot of snow. You got a lot of wind, but you got two teams fighting for that first divisional spot. Not even the first conference spot as well, huh? First conference spot. You got the Buffalo Bills visiting the New England Patriots. Now, this should be a fun game. You got a red-hot Patriots team, very outstanding, strong defense, going up a projected all-star Bills team. Now, it's going to be snowing. It's going to be windy. It's going to be a different type of game style. I feel like it's going to be a ground and pound game here. Now, who has the stronger the corazon with the offensive line. Who has that? Who has those beef eaters out there? It's going to come down to that. The offensive line will win you the game there. Your tight end's going to win you that game, and your running back's going to win you that game. It's all about blocking and running there. What do you guys think? Oh, let me hear some crazy thoughts about this game.
You want to start it off?
I'll
go ahead and go for it. So, I don't know about you guys, but I have been on that Mac Jones hype since day one.
Mac and cheese.
Listen, there was a time before the season even started that it was Gabe, Mondo, and I on a podcast. I mean, on the Discord, and we were talking about who the Patriots were gonna have as their next QB. And there was a few guys, that we were looking at. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence, all those guys that were top picks for their own teams. But one of the names that came up was Mac Jones, and I remember asking Gabe, "Hey, what do you think about Mac Jones? Do you think you guys are gonna get him?" And at first, Gabe wasn't too excited about it.
It's Reed. Reed's outside, guys, with those vehicles.
And at first, Gabe wasn't too excited about it, but now look at them. Belichick has been able to do so much with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones has been just soaking it up like a sponge. And I think with how he's been performing lately, I know that you guys are saying that it's going to be a running game. It's going to be on these boys and how much they're going to be able to do. But I honestly think Mac Jones is going to pull through. I think he's going to perform, and I'm on that Mac Jones hype right now.
So how many yards do you think he's going to throw for? If you think he's going to throw or run?
If he's going to throw, I'm not gonna say that they're not going to rely on the running game, but if I had to say throwing, I'd say like a minimum of at least 160. That's the minimum.
Wow.
A minimum of 160?
That's right.
Well,
I think there's going to be some bombs at some points.
Really? In that
so.
weather?
I think so.
I think it's
going to be your eyes real quick. Your eyes. Let me see that.
Yeah.
Open up.
What's going on?
You all right over there?
I think if Mac Jones is to be able to get 160 yards passing, it's going to be from screens to the running back or slant routes or little in and out routes with the tight end. Other than that, I don't know if there's going to be any bombs thrown.
Well, you guys asked me about my crazy ideas and what I think is going to happen, and that's a crazy idea.
Okay. Reed, what do you think, Reed?
I think the Patriots are going to run away with this game. I don't think the Bills are the team that we once thought they were. They have some good things on good parts about them, but I believe they just lost a corner last week. Correct? Is that correct?
A corner who?
I thought they lost their top corner. I forget his name.
Not 100% right now.
Okay.
Sure.
I think they just lost a star defensive player, so they're not going to be as hot. And I think the Patriots offense is going to be able to run away with this game.
Where's your board?
Oh, shoot. I think I left it at home when I decided to go to work today.
Not prepared, man.
Not prepared.
Hey, but at least you have a board, so I appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah. If I'm going to say what my final score would be Patriots 27 to 14.
14.
Cool. Yeah, I guess my crazy stat before I show my board will probably have to be that it's just going to be a running game. I think they're going to go with – I think they have Harris and Stevenson. I say they both have 100 yards rushing today. That's my stat. And with that said, I think that New England is going to win 17-14 in a close game. But I do think it's just going to be a whole bunch of running. There will be a lot of fumbles in this game, I think.
Ooh. Okay. How many?
I say at least 3.
I was thinking 3 as well. I like that. I like that. I think I'm leading right Monday Night Football picks.
Oh yeah, by a lot.
So I got a little breathing room just in case.
Yeah, bro. You could
Ooh,
choose a
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Okay, so one thing is we never seen Mac Jones play in these type of conditions. So that worries me just a little bit. Now, is he red hot? He's hot, definitely. Yeah, he's playing very well. And we knew coming into this that he is the most NFL ready QB out there as far as the draft class. And with Bill Belichick, it's like you send a Primo to the Spurs with Pop. He knows what to do with them. He knows how to handle it. And that's what Bill Belichick is doing. I mean, you have a good team. You made all these roster moves in the offseason for a reason. It's not like, oh, there's no team chemistry because there was no team before. You're building a whole new team. You're building a whole new culture. So they've been very successful there. And their defense has just stepped it up tremendously, a lot better than I would have ever thought. Their defense is just amazing. But then again, these conditions changes everything. Now, when you talk about weapons, you think about the Buffalo Bills, right? They got a lot of weapons.
That's right.
I think they're going to utilize that to its max. I think the play calling is going to be totally different here. Hopefully, they could get a little creative because I think that's how you win this game is by being creative, not being basic and your whole old school. You keep things simple, like I said before with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think to win this game, you have to be creative against a very good defense. I think they're going to utilize a lot of their receivers, like Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley. I think they're going to utilize them a lot. I think they're going to get a lot of points, not a lot of points, but a lot of catches. And I think they're going to come back to that 3 running back set, keep their defense on their toes. And I think they're going to run away with it. I think they're going to run away with it, not by much. I got the Buffalo Bills breaking the table 23-20. I think it's going to be a super close game, you guys. This could go either way, but I know it's home field for the Patriots, but Buffalo, they need to prove something. They need to prove something. They've been so long with the Patriots just dominating that division. They need to take their rightful place. They need to take the Patriots to the back of the house and freaking beat them down and put a stop to that. This is the night to do it. This is how you do it. Prove a point. Prove that you're the best in that division. Prove that you're the best in that conference and show up tonight. That's how you win.
That's right.
I think there's a lot more to lose if you're the Buffalo Bills. So I got them winning a very close game.
Okay. Well, I didn't get to show my my scores, my picks. I don't have a board, guys.
What?
Please go to my GoFundMe, donate. But I have
Don't
a
donate.
little substitute. All right. I got the Patriots winning.
Look at that goldfish right there, man. You see that goldfish?
Look, I got the Patriots winning.
What is that?
28-15.
That's almost as bad as your golf game today.
Look at that.
Bro, hey, I'm glad we added Benny, man, because someone finally is worse than me.
Is that a tongue sticking out of the Patriots' mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He's like,
It's like
Like-
that Michael
like
Jordan
MJ?
song.
Like-
Yeah, there we go.
that's the goldfish, bro. It's the snack that smells back.
Oh gosh, Ben.
I know. Best board of the week. Let's go.
Well, it's not even a board.
It doesn't matter.
It's not even a
better,
board, dude.
better art, better content. It's
Read
just good.
everything that I've said about you. I take it back.
Oh.
100%.
Read.
Oh goodness.
Please read. I need you on my side.
No, not at all.
My Browns did really good this week, guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Best game
Great.
yet.
Move it on.
Yeah. Moving on. Hey guys, we're in December now. 'Tis the season, you guys. Christmas time. Oh, I want to say something, but I'm not going to say it. But this month is going to be awesome, you guys. I think we're all going to be moved around this week, so casting is going to be a little different. Hopefully, we can get creative with our casting. That everything's still up on the drawing board. But we appreciate every single one of y'all being here. And you never know. Stay tuned. We might do a little holiday give back. You never know. We never know. But yeah, I hope everyone has a happy holidays. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. Or Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. We don't judge here, just like how we don't judge each other, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. Just want to clear that up.
Sure.
Nah, well, we appreciate you guys. Before we end off, do you guys have anything else to say?
Not
No.
much,
Go Pack,
man.
go.
Just
Go Pack, go.
happy holidays. Let's go Seahawks. Let's go Spurs.
Let's go
Play tonight also.
Spurs. Oh, heck yeah. Let's go Spurs. Hey, Reed, thank you for putting in the effort. Thank you for showing up. We literally did not think Reed would be able to make it for today's show, but look at him going the
I
extra
didn't think so
mile.
either.
Let's go Browns.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, take him off screen, please.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, guys, thank you all so much for being here. But until next time, keep on grinding. Join us tomorrow for some fantasy talk. We had a crazy week for fantasy. We got some injuries to go over, and we got some crazy pickups to talk about. So see y'all there tomorrow. But until then, keep on grinding. We'll see you guys.